Disclaimer, if you are triggered by divination, astrology, tarot, and worldly discussions, this channel is not for you.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another reading. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Bianca, and welcome to Wisdom and Light, where we do readings like this one, monthly horoscopes, and whatever that's going on in the cosmos. Thank you so much for coming back, for tuning in. Again, if you're new here, hi. And let's get into it. It's been about a minute since I have uploaded, and it's because it's that time of the year to do our worldly prediction reading. Now, even though I love sipping some tea with y'all, and I love pulling on trending topics and pick a card readings, I love readings like this, and I'm happy that a lot of you love readings like this as well. This is going to be a world prediction video and reading, and I want to start off with a disclaimer. You do not have to believe in anything that I am saying, okay? These are just my spiritual interpretations and breakdown based on the cards that show up, okay? So again, if you're not into tarot and astrology and divination and the occult and, you know, esoteric conversations and metaphysics and all of that stuff, I would highly advise you not to watch the rest of this video, because I would want you to watch something that you do enjoy. I know that sometimes we get a little lost on YouTube and we just end up on channels like this, but you don't have to stop and be negative to all of us that do enjoy readings like this. You can simply just be like, ooh, this is weird, and keep it moving and protect your peace, because that is important. That's important, right? I'm just happy that mental health awareness and everything has been a topic of conversation as of lately. I would just hate that so many of us that know better are doing the opposite of that. Why would you disturb yourself like that? But if you are here because you want to know what's going on and you want to see what's coming up in the next 6 months, then look no further. And let's begin. So these cards flipped up, and we're going to talk about it. Now, I'm not really sure what I'm going to focus on as of yet, because we're looking at the collective energy of the world, okay? So this is not really focusing on a specific country. It's more so of the energy that we are in globally. And then we'll look at other things too that's popping up in this reading, okay? Okay, so let's get started. Alrighty, so let me talk about the cards that did show up. We have the 10 of Cups in a past position. We have the Chariot reverse. We have the Fool card reverse. And then we also have the 9 of Cups reverse. Okay. Global energy. What is the global energy? What do we need to know within the next 6 months? What are messages that are coming through for the next 6 months? We have the 5 of Cups. By the way, guys, yes, I do know that we do readings on trending topics and things of that sort, but there is a lot going on in our world. And just be sure to research that as well. I will do my best to talk about whatever that pops up, but there's so much. We may not get to everything in this reading, but we're going to focus on what's important or what's coming through in this reading that the divine wants us to know. And then we have the King of Pentacles reverse. Outside influences, the King of Wands reverse. And then we have the Sun. Okay, everyone, so let's talk about this reading. Now, the 10 of Cups in a past position is actually speaking about all of us on this planet and how we have been able to thrive and grow as a society. But even though we have thrived in a lot of different areas, there are still places that are struggling. There are people that are still struggling. So even though, yes, there was a time of peace and prosperity, it's talking about how right now things are shifting into a different direction. And by shifting, I mean that if people were happy in the past, They're no longer happy as of right now because things haven't changed to adjust to the needs that we have now, to the things that should be important, to the things that we should be prioritizing. So now it's causing for some type of disturbance, okay? Of mistrust in this reading. There is a lot of unhappiness here. There is a lot of grief in this reading, in a sense of there's people right now that feel like I'm doing everything that I can. I'm doing my best and I'm only helping these people gain more and I'm getting less in the end. So we're gonna see some power struggle and we're going to see some uprisings within the next 6 months, because this is boiling down to, if they deserve to be happy, so do I. If they deserve to have food, so do we. If they deserve to have clean water, so do we. So why do we give so much and we're not getting back everything that we're giving or everything that we are sacrificing? The Chariot showing up reversed in this reading is actually talking about not moving forward, not making the necessary strides towards progression. It's kind of like we're regressing. We're not taking things to the next level. That's the best way to put it. It's almost like you have a baby, your baby started crawling and then your baby started walking, but then your baby goes through something traumatic, God forbid, and now the baby goes back to crawling, or the baby goes back into their diapers if they were potty trained, because that happens to babies when they're traumatized by something, or something that they're not used to happens within their household, happens into their household, so they go back to something else. So again, we took 10 steps forward, only for certain decisions we're now taking 10 steps back, and because we're moving backwards, it's creating some disruption. So again, guys, we're going to see some protesting is in our future. Now, I'm not knowing exactly where. It's probably already happening as of right now, and based on the news, it is happening right now. But what we're going to hear in the news is people being sick and tired. That is just something that is very loud in this reading. And then we have the Fool card and then the Nine of Cups, and that is wild to me because the Fool can talk about a new beginning, the Fool's journey. So again, what harms them or what affects them, somehow, some way it's going to affect us, because we live as if we are divided. We live as if what's going on with them does not affect us somehow, some way. And that is the biggest illusion. And we as humans, we have created that illusion that I'm so different, or I'm so above, so this can't happen to me, or that's not my situation, so I'm going to live on and go about my day. I'm going to do what I want to do because that's happening over there, it's not happening over here, right? The Fool speaks about how leaders, because I've said this in past world prediction readings, leaders, our leaders are going to be making decisions that affects all of us, whether it be in a negative way or in a positive way. And I'm going to say this feels uncomfortable. This feels like globally we are going to be questioning who's in charge, and we may even want change on who's in charge and how things are going, with the Fool card reverse. And then the Nine of Cups is people not coming to an agreement, wishes not being fulfilled, not being heard or understood, not agreeing, not believing. This could talk about jealousy. This can talk about resentment. This can talk about why them and not me? Why do they get this and I don't? And that in itself is going to cause a disturbance. Now, recently, a few of you wanted me to do a reading on the Alabama brawl that happened, and I chose not to do a reading on it because I wanted to talk a little bit about it doing this reading. It felt more like a conversation piece, if you will. And I'm Black, so watching that, brawl and watching everything that took place, I saw my mom and a few of my aunts got emotional when they saw the young 16-year-old jump in the water to go help someone that is like a father figure to him because he saw him in trouble. And there's just so much parallels with Africans, Black people, the ocean, water, our ancestors. There was something about that. It didn't feel... Hi guys, I'm just popping in to just highlight that everything happens for a reason. If you look at the information that I have on our screen, even where the brawl took place, there's just a lot of significance even within that. And our entire reading so far has been about the world wanting more equilibrium and an awakening happening. Even though, yes, it technically happened in 2020, it's still creating waves to this day. And like I said, I feel that we're going to be seeing more protesting and more unrest. Is that the word that I hope I'm saying that right? But we're just going to be seeing more of that. This is not to scare you guys, but it's just to keep you informed and aware of the energy that's around us. We're just seeing a lot of fighting, but it's beyond racism, but it's more about the people that have it all and the people that are fighting to just have what we all deserve, and that's food, water, shelter, and human rights. We're going to be seeing that power struggle now more than ever. So it's giving the rich against the poor, not just Black versus white. So I just want you guys to be aware and to pay attention, because that theme is going to be playing out for quite some time. So I just wanted to just kind of pop in and share that with you guys. But yes, we are in the middle of a great awakening. We're in the age of Aquarius, like I said in the last reading, and we're just going to keep seeing more and more of this happen. So let's get back to the reading. And I didn't want to do a reading specifically on the fight itself because there were I was like, It's just there's a disturbance that's going on, and we're going to be seeing more of it. Like I said, the theme of this reading is why them and not us? Why do they get to have this and we don't? Why do they get to live comfortably and it's our resources or what we have that's helping them? So guys, within the next 6 months, we're going to be noticing an increase in resources, an increase in food, an increase in water. That's already happening right now, but we're going to be seeing more of an increase. We also have the 5 of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have Temperance, and then we also have the King of Pentacles reversed. Now, the King of Pentacles can speak about, again, resources. He shows up in a reverse position towards the end of this reading, and then the card before that is Temperance, which speaks of balance, not really necessarily 100% about balance, but it can speak about, even though all of this craziness is happening and we've had this terror moment, we have to make the best of what we have. As a millennial, I am exhausted living through so many life-changing events. And this reading is not to scare anybody, but we may be looking at another life-changing event. And this is not me trying to spread fear or propaganda. I am looking at this reading and you can see that there's frustration here. We're tired of going backward. We are not agreeing to disagree. There is conflict here. There's a lot going on in this reading. And we have, again, the King of Pentacles, outside influence, the King of Wands reverse. Okay. Now, there is a man of fire that could be igniting a lot of all of this. I'm not sure if this is good or bad. This is more so of two world leaders are going to be in conflict, and whoever that they are, again, it causes a ripple effect around the world globally. Again, what affects one ends up affecting all of us. We're going to understand just how much that yes, it may be happening over there, but it's affecting us over here. What I am encouraging you guys to do is learn about your local farmers markets, learn about working the earth, learn about gathering resources in other ways, learn about preserving your food, prepare like there is a storm coming. And again, this is not to scare you, because I'm not really freaking out in this reading, because I was already told months ago, and I have been saying this on this channel for quite some time now, prepare and move accordingly. And the things that I have been talking about, and a lot of other intuitive have been saying as well, things will start to come into fruition. And 2 men are going to be initiating this. There's going to be one on this side, and then there's going to be one on the other side. But whatever that they got going on ends up affecting the United States, and then Europe, and then other places around the world, Africa. It ends up affecting Australia. It just ends up affecting all of us. And then we as humanity have to come to a decision on what it is we need to do, and how can we come to a peaceful resolution, because the old ways is no longer working. So this is the collective energy, and it's like what spirit is telling me is tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. So again, some advice that I'm picking up on, because I want to look up some advice before I shuffle at each continent. Prepare. What is some advice? We have the Knight of Wands, we have the 5 of Pentacles, and then we have the 7 of Swords reverse, and then we have the 3 of Cups reverse. The advice that I'm picking up on is this has nothing to do with money. You see, people are instantly going to think that it's about money that people are going to be fighting about, but no, it's a resource that helps things stay afloat, that keeps everything moving in the way that it's been moving all of this time. Interesting enough, I do feel like traveling is going to be at an all-time high, but then it's going to slow down, and traveling could 6 months to come. Traveling, they're saying something about summer 2024 is when traveling could come to a halt, and that's when most people like take their vacations. Europe needs to prepare for a very intense winter. Europe needs to stock up on resources. It's gonna start in Europe. It's gonna start in Europe. I want to say that it really takes off in France, but there's something about Italy. I'm not sure what that could be. It could be, again, resources. It could be something like that. Something about the winter being very brutal. So if you live in Europe, if you live in that area, start preparing for a very cold winter. In the United States, if you live in New York, if you live up north, start preparing for a very intense winter, because we had a crazy summer. We're no longer in global warming, we're in global boiling, child. So stack up on medicine, stack up on food, stack up on the things that you know that you need, so in case there's a shortage or there's something going on, you have what you need. I'm not saying to wipe out the shelves and buy up all the toilet paper. No, just buy what you know that will not spoil. So for example, my mom, she buys a lot of cornmeal, a lot of oatmeal, a lot of canned goods. The thing that we're going to be seeing is greed, and a lot of what we're going to be seeing, the political unrest, has a lot to do with greed and people being sick and tired of others hoarding resources and hoarding things for themselves. 7 of Swords reverse. And we're going to be seeing that. Now, again, the Alabama brawl, again, that's something spiritual, because it has a lot to do with why do they get to do whatever it is that they want, and then we have to accept it and be okay with it. So you guys are going to be seeing an ongoing theme of people fighting back. Okay. Now, let me look at, the Sun card keeps showing up. A light is going to be shined on things we were not seeing before. So let me pull some cards on Europe, because Europe is, there's just something going on over there. Okay, 6 of Wands in the past position. King of Cups, reverse. Queen of Wands, reverse. Queen of Cups. Ooh. There's a divorce. Not the royal family again. I think the royal family is going to get into another scandal. There's something popping up with the royal family. There could be a divorce. Fire sign woman, there could be a divorce coming up. Ooh, child, I hope that's not who I think it is. I hope that is not who I think it is. Hold on, let me see if it's who I think it is. Let me see something really quick. Is that who I think it is? Hold on. I keep hearing a yes, but I want to confirm. Yes, it is. Pay attention to Prince Harry and... what's her name again? Jesus, what's her name again? Pay attention to Prince Harry and his wife. Excuse me, her name just escaped me, but I do know she's a Leo. This is a Leo card. Pay attention to that. That's something that's coming up. Okay. We have the Star, reverse. We have the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is looking forward. Okay, so right now, places in Europe, optimism, happiness, things are looking good in the beginning, but then, okay, King of Swords, Ace of Cups, the Justice reverse, 6 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords reverse. Europe is going to be partnering with somebody that also needs them. So it kind of feels like this could be something like, and I'm just using it as an example, like Europe and the United States against Russia and China. Does that make sense? Like, that's the vibe that I'm getting, because I got the 2 of Swords reverse. And this is not to say that Europeans like the United States, but it's kind of like we have a common enemy or we have a common issue. So let's join forces, or let's stand together with this, and let's try to figure something out before it can escalate. Like, that's what I'm picking up on 3 of Pentacles. So there's an alliance that's coming. So is there's talks of aggression coming up, talks of conflict. Knight of Cups, the Hermit. Why was aliens brought up? I want to look into that. Do you guys want that to be a separate reading? Let me know if you guys want that to be a separate reading, but I just want to bring that up. Page of Swords, 8 of Wands, Knight of Swords, and then the 5 of Pentacles reverse. What I'm hearing is distraction. It was supposed to be a distraction, but it failed. Yeah, the Death card. It didn't really do anything. It was supposed to be a distraction from our leaders fighting quietly over resources. It was supposed to be a distraction, but it didn't work. And again, like I said in the last alien reading that I did, whatever that we're doing, it's affecting them as well. Okay, sorry guys, my camera actually died, but as I was reshuffling all my cards, this card actually jumped out, and this is the King of Swords. One thing that I'm noticing about the world prediction reading that I'm doing for you guys is that there is a lot of masculine energy in this reading. So again, this is just emphasizing on our world leaders not agreeing and not being on the same page. And the main one is this King of Swords that is showing up in a reverse position. And this is someone that is unyielding. This is someone that is well into their, what's the word that I'm looking for? They are not someone, this is not someone that changes their mind very easily. This is someone that is very strict. This is someone that is also very intelligent maybe they've made some poor decisions in the past, but they're moving with a swiftness going forward. But the problem is their tactic is a little bit brutal, and there is a little bit of revenge that this person is executing, that this leader is executing. This is a air sign leader. This could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person. Ten of Swords. Okay. Death. Followed by... Okay, so another prediction that's coming through, there is an assassination attempt. I said this before, but it's very strong with this air sign person right here. It's very strong. Seven of Cups still up in the air. Eight of Swords reversed. The Five of Cups is sadness. We also have the Justice card reversed. We have Temperance. So yes, there's going to be some discussions because there's people that are not agreeing on things, okay? The good news that I'm picking up on is Spirit is saying what is promised to us is a great reset. It's a great disconnect. It's a great purge. It's a great cleansing that's coming through, in a sense of what we're consuming, what we are dependent on. It's going to create equilibrium, whatever that this is. Revolutions, new rules, new laws, hope. Nine of Pentacles. That's why we're seeing so much fighting right now, because it's people fighting back saying, I deserve this. So we're going to see, we're going to be a part of a revolution, guys. That's what it's looking like. I said this in the Age of Aquarius reading, and it's showing up here. And notice how this card normally always shows up after huge tower moments have taken place. So even though this reading is warning us that things are coming and we should prepare, right? There's still something to look forward to in the end of all of this. It's something that's needed. It's something that's necessary. Ace of Wands, yes. Queen of Wands, yes. A positive prediction is we're going to see more women taking leadership roles. That's actually pretty cool. More leadership with women. I want to actually ask, if you guys don't mind, I just got an update that the United States president is sending another billion, trillion, whatever the hell he's sending to Ukraine. I don't really know too much about the war that's happening in Ukraine, but Biden is obsessed with giving them money. So I just want to understand why. I want to know why. So let's look into why. It's almost like he feels like he's going to be getting this money back. He feels like if he partners up with Ukraine and they win this, there's something that he gains in the end. 10 of Cups. He feels like he's in debt or he owes someone in Ukraine. This is weird. It's like a, yeah. Also, guys, with the 10 of Cups reverse, this can talk about how people feels about him collectively. Because the 10 of Cups can be family, but I'm getting actually more of a sense of people feeling very emotionally exhausted around Biden and the things that have been going on within the United States. So there could be people that do agree with him, but there's a lot of people that are actually very unhappy with some of the choices that he has made, or feeling like something was not fulfilled emotionally. And we know the biggest one was forgiving student loans and all of that stuff, and we know that it doesn't just take the president to make that, it takes everybody being in agreement with it. But there was just a buildup of people feeling like that was going to happen, and people are seeing the opposite. So 10 of Cups reverse is that collective energy of, I thought I was going to get this, or I thought we were going to get this, but we didn't get this, and we're watching you do the complete opposite of what was promised. So and I noticed that earlier in the reading, I forgot to touch on that, but I had the King of Cups reverse like in the beginning of this reading, and the King of Cups reverse probably represents Biden as a whole when I was channeling, because he's a Scorpio sign, and the King of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It showed up in a reverse position. So it's funny how it's tying back into how does people feel regarding this. And then I got the notification as I was doing the reading of Biden administration sending more money to the war in Ukraine. So I find that very interesting. It's full circle. Everything is starting to connect. And with the Ten of Cups showing up reversed, letting me know that there's a lot of people that are not happy with that decision. Maybe there's some people that understand it, and then there's a lot of people that don't. They just know that a promise was made to them and the promise was not kept. Ten of Cups reverse. All right, that's my little breakdown because I forgot to mention that, but back to the reading. He feels like this is a good investment for the United States. So he actually feels like he's doing the right thing. Biden administration feels like they're doing the right thing. Okay. And then the shadow side. But will this be good for Biden in the end? Nine of Swords, the World. This is going to come back to bite him. Seven of Wands reverse. Seven of Wands reverse. And then we have the Ace of Cups. This is actually going to be, he will realize in the end that this was a bad choice, because I'm not seeing that. Based on this reading, it's not looking like this promise that Biden thinks is being kept. It's actually not being kept. So actually, based on this reading, Biden could end up experiencing some form of a betrayal. And by the time he figures out, yup, it will be too late. He will already lose the love of the people. Okay, we have the High Priest, we have the Ace of Pentacles reverse, and then we have the Lovers reverse, the Ace of Pentacles reverse. Pentacles have been showing up a lot in this reading. Pentacles is resources. The Lovers, this is a Gemini card, so the love that he was receiving, the optimism that he was receiving, it's going to be the complete opposite. The Lovers also represents choices, so this could be him running for president again. And will he win a second term? Will he win a second term? Five of Swords reverse, Two of Swords, Ace of Wands. Okay, back of the deck energy is the Ten of Swords, and then we have the Knight of Wands reverse. I'm getting a no. I am getting a no. I am getting a no. I am getting a no. I'm actually kind of scared to pull on who's going to be running for president. I don't know. But that's something that I'm picking up on. You guys can travel. I don't feel like anything crazy is happening with traveling. As a matter of fact, traveling is going to become more of a luxury. So if you guys want to start like planning towards traveling, this is the time to start planning a year in advance. The beginning of the year with the Moon card right here. But there it goes again with the lack of resources, Page of Pentacles. And then there it goes again. There goes this fire sign man, this man of power, this man that's fighting for resources. And then the Eight of Cups, this man that's not, whoever this is, he's not giving up on his country. He's not giving up on his people. Eight of Cups reverse, he's revisiting something that was walked away from a long time ago. Four of Pentacles, he wants to get back what was stolen. Four of Pentacles can be about hoarding something. He wants that to be released. And then we have also the Karma card, and then we have the Ten of Wands. So yeah, things are going to get more expensive because people are fighting over resources. This could be happening wherever that we do trading to get food or to get things. That's going to, yeah, the Fool card is a new beginning. If we can just all agree and just kind of come up with better trading terms and let's all be fair, then this could all be washed away, but not without a little bit of conflict and resistance. So in the meantime, guys, we just have to plan around all of the shifts and changes, move accordingly. This is not to strike fear, but this is just to bring in awareness. If you guys want me to do an alien reading, please let me know, because I did talk about it briefly. They brought up the whole alien thing to distract us, but they don't want us to know that they're fighting over resources right now. That's what's going on. They're doing a good job distracting the masses, but that is what's going on. Yeah, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. And I would love to hear your input regarding this, if this brought you any insight. I do feel good about all of us coming together and fighting for what we believe in. Just make sure that you prepare like you would prepare for a storm. Prepare. Make sure you have what you need and you should be fine. And let's just watch history get started. Let's watch history being made. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and we'll be back with another reading. Mwah. Bye. Oh, you guys like my nails? These are my nails. Yeah. All right, now I gotta go. Bye.